This is Ben Wolfe, and you're watching the Hashtag Truth with my friend Scott Larson. So sit back and enjoy the show.
Watch it all fall down around you now. Was it ever really worth it? Having your kingdom crumble to the ground because you never had the courage. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Future Titans of Wrestling. What a befitting name. Allow me to introduce myself. I go by the name of Zay Vega, one half of the pack. And I'm only here to let one thing be known, is that when we get to our destination, September 19th, Mooney's Lounge, Charlotte, North Carolina, we in my city. Let it be known now. Mr. Shadows, Mr. Proctor, Perfect Vision. We're here to make a statement. And you gentlemen are going to figure out that it's either pack life or get packed out. I'll see you boys on the 19th.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hashtag Truth. As we have the one, the only, Ben Wolfe. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, Scott?
Now, first thing I'm going to tell you guys is we have a little echo going on. We do realize it is happening. Ben couldn't find a set of headphones, so we're just going to have to settle with a little bit of hearing me twice. You know what I mean? Nothing better than hearing your own voice twice. Ben, referee. How long you been refereeing?
A year and a month.
A year and a month. So you hit your year mark. Very good.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you're still actively reffing, correct?
Yes, sir, I am.
So give us some of the shows that you're reffing at, man.
Saturday I got to make my debut at American Lucha Wrestling.
Oh, yes. Very good. I love it. So, I saw the picture of that. You have it on your Facebook page. I wish I would have downloaded it. That was a good pic of you, man.
Yeah. I've also got a chance to work like July 17th. I worked Ring Wars. I've got 2 more dates with them in August, and I'll also be doing the AIWF Crazy 8 tournament that is being held down in Lumberton at the Ring Wars building, August 8th.
Nice. Very good. Wow. So reffing is I know we're going to talk about your other venture pretty quick, but reffing is always going to be on the table, correct? You're going to keep reffing no matter what you're doing, right?
Oh yeah, that's never going to change. Every chance I get, I want to get out there and ref.
Thomas Scott, welcome to the show, man. How you doing? Thomas Scott says, "I've got my taser, Ben Wolfe."
Nope, I'm good. Nope.
Alexander, the messenger of mayhem, said hello.
Hello, sir.
So, the big thing, right below you, there's a logo. It says FTW, Future Titans of Wrestling. Tell us about it.
That is my new company that I'm doing. It's first show is September 19th at Mooney's Lounge.
Very good. While we're talking, I'm going to go grab the poster. Keep telling everybody. Go on.
It was just an opportunity that came up with a gentleman who you already seen, Thomas Scott, gave me an opportunity and said, "Hey, you want to run a show at Mooney's?" And I told him yes. So the opportunity came up. I was able to get a bunch of guys to come and already got my show booked for September 19th. I've got another show October 16th at Mooney's Lounge, and I've got that one booked. I then have another show that I'll be doing in November 6th that I've got booked already.
I have almost got it downloaded. Give me a second, and I even grabbed the pic of you for your upcoming referee. We're gonna do the referee pick first. There you are, ALW in the house. There you go.
Yeah, the owner of that place said I did a good job, and he's said he would bring me back. So I was really happy with that experience.
You don't look too happy in that picture, though, man. What's up with no smile? Usually,
And that's because I just got to the building after about a 2 hour and some odd minute drive. Man, I was a little grumpy about it.
I got you. All right, here's the poster right here. Tell us about it.
It is Future Titans of Wrestling Unleashed. We've got Akbar Bashir and Thomas Grimm. They will be competing for the Titan North American title. You have Blackness Jack, and if you guys really want to know who he's taking on, you're going to have to definitely show up to see that one. And then I've got a 3-team elimination match: the Pack versus Perfect Vision versus Austin Shadows and Elijah Proctor. And then if you're all wondering what AWS is, that's Alternative Wrestling Showcase. That's another gentleman who runs out of Orangeburg, South Carolina, that I'm doing a cross promotion with, and he will be able to defend his House of Pain title on my show.
Very good. Dirty Joe versus Hunter Wolf. Nice.
Yeah. I also have got guys like Mickey Fulp, Alexander Monroe, Bobby Nose, Dirty, of course, Thomas Grimm. So it's going to be a good show. It's doors open at 4. Show starts at 5.
Nice. Very good. Joshua says, "What's up, Ben? Been a minute. The Dippin' Dots miss you."
Yeah. I miss them clowns.
Or what are the Dippin' Dots?
The Dipping Dots are a clown attraction that is used for Excalibur Championship Wrestling. And there are some really nice people, and they make it's a good intermission little bit that you can do to entertain the family.
I know who you're talking about. I got you. The lady and the gentleman that come in as clowns and do all the kind of things in the ring. I remember them. Yes, the Dippin' Dots. Yes.
Yeah.
It's you guys too. Uh-oh. Billy Jones says that is the pick the outlaw puts in his garden. Billy Jones has been begging to have you on the show because he claims that everybody hates you. Why is it that he's claiming everybody hates you, man?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. When I first started, I think it was like 2 weeks after I started, I got the reputation of #StabTheRef.
It seems like every show you go on, #StabTheRef has come on. Who started that, by the way?
Well, there was Odell Lowe started it.
Okay.
It all started with a
the
fork.
They're going to come on here and tell it.
It all started with a fork. So that's how it started, man. And it's carried with me for almost a year now.
Hey, people have been remembered for worse, brother. Let me tell you that. People have been remembered for worse.
It's either #StabTheRef or, as Thomas Grimm said, it's a taser. So, and that comes from the fact that he tasered me in a show.
Thomas said, "I know I have a taser waiting on you." Tell that story.
I was refereeing a match. I think it was Laz and him. I'm not quite sure. Well, I forgot to raise his hand, so he came back into the ring. I didn't realize he had a taser, and well, let's just put it this way. He tasered me in the privates.
Ouch. Just a little bit. Ouch. I bet you never forgot to raise his hand if you won again, correct?
Yeah, I'll remember next time. I definitely will.
I love it. I love it. So you've been a ref for a year and a half. Give me one of the funniest stories you've ever had as a referee. Give us your funniest moment.
One of my funniest moments is Tyson
now, other than the tasting in the crotch, give us another funny moment that happened to you in the ring that nobody else had anything to do with but you.
With me? There hasn't been really any funny moments with me, but I had with his name is Tyson Chase. He goes around calling himself the biggest cruiserweight. I'm standing in the ring. He comes in, walks up to me. I'm standing in the corner and says, "I'm going to kiss you, Ben."
Does he do it?
No, but it shocked me, and I swear I started to laugh, and afterwards, he's like,
did
see,
you look like a Christmas tree changing all kinds of colors?
Yep.
Being embarrassed?
Pretty much. He told me, he goes, I'm just trying to see if I can make you laugh. I said, well, you did a good job. Thanks.
Nice. Now, another thing that some people know, but not everybody that watches my show, is you have a son that wrestles.
Yes, sir.
JC Wolf is his name, and there'll be a video being shown later on this week with JC Wolf in it, so you know exactly who we're talking about. When you come back Wednesday, I'll have his video loaded up and ready to go. But do people always give you flack if you're a referee in one of his matches?
Yeah, sometimes, and that's why I try to avoid that situation as much as possible, not to ref his matches, you know.
Right. I can understand that. I mean, I can see where people would think that, you know, unless he loses, you know, oh, daddy's in there refereeing, that's why he won. How many times have you heard that one?
I've heard it a couple times, and it's like, yeah, that's one of the reasons I just try to avoid it.
Well, you know, up until recently, you could have just looked at my answer to them would have been, well, hey, look, I'm not the promoter. The promoter picks who wins, not me.
Yeah.
I just do my job.
Yep.
You know, have you ever had a promoter? You know, I'm sorry if I'm breaking down the fourth wall. If you don't want to hear it, you know, you might want to exit. But if a promoter comes up and gives you an ending and you don't agree with it, have you ever thought about not doing that ending?
No, sir. I don't do that, sir. My job is simply as a ref is to count the threes. My job is not to come up with the crazy ideas and the whys and the reasons why.
Oh, I got you. But you've never thought, man, that's a stupid ending. I wish I could do this.
Well, yeah, I've thought those kind of things. Oh, I've thought of those kind of things before, you know, where it's like, okay, this doesn't make sense or this doesn't make sense, but it's not my show. I'm just there to ref, and that's what my job is at that time.
There you go. Without a doubt, man. Okay, I got to explain some things while people are coming in right now. Hashtag Truth has come back to doing sponsors. I want to thank. I've got 3 sponsors at the moment. King Enterprises Store, Future Titans of Wrestling, and Excalibur Championship Wrestling have all sponsored Hashtag Truth. And, of course, Hashtag Truth is sponsoring them in return. So you will be seeing videos uploaded in the near future. I've already started with Future Titans of Wrestling. You saw the promo at the beginning, but pretty soon you will see all 3 of them. I've got slots for 2 more sponsors. If sponsors want to continue on the show. Also, right below me here, you see the 5 Times Club. And what that is, if you have been on Hashtag Truth 5 times or more, you are a part of the 5 Times Club. So, Ben, this is going to be your 3rd time. So you're only 2 away from the 5 Times Club. I checked.
Yeah. Well, it's a good time to be on your show. You know, it's a fun time. It helps get you out there. So, you know, and me, it's a no-brainer to, you know, sponsor the show and to work with you because you've done so much for some of the guys who are not seen as much by other promotions.
I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that. I'm in love with all independent wrestling, all organizations. If they put the time and the effort in to entertain us, I believe that they should have a voice and that people should be seen. And I have from day one, no matter who you are or what you do in the wrestling business. Hashtag Tase the Ref. Julie Hester, how you doing, Mom? Hey there,
Hey, Julie.
Heard this for you. I'm gonna call her Mom because I love her sons, man. She calls them her sons. Of course, you know that's the mom of Great Kid Cutter and his partner John Matthews, also known as Perfect Vision, which you have in your show.
Yeah, I got them booked September 19th, and I've got them booked October 16th.
Nice. I would have wore the T-shirt. I forgot to do it today. I should have wore the T-shirt, but I will next time. Wednesday night, I'll have the Kid Cut. I'll have the Perfect Vision shirt on for you guys, without a doubt. Thank you for tuning in, Julie. I appreciate it. Philip Rollins says, "Fine, you." That's everybody how they're doing. Thomas Scott says, "Sponsor me." Well, sponsor me back, sir. We will hook that up. I'm just kidding. Matt Burns needs to be back on. Hey, Matt, get a hold of me. I'll definitely set you up with a date. You know how that works. Do you only sponsor companies or do you sponsor guys as well? Miss Julie, hit me up and we will talk about it because I will sponsor anybody as long as you follow the rules and stuff. So hit me up with that. Travis Thompson, I agree. Yes, Matt Burns definitely needs to be up. Philip Rollins, one of the best ring announcers in the business, says, "What's up, yo?"
How you doing, Philip?
Thomas Scott says, "Which is my birthday?" That must be the day of the show you're talking about.
Yes, October 16th. That's actually Thomas Scott's birthday.
Oh my goodness, Thomas Scott, your birthday is a week before my wife's. How about that? Miss Julie said, "Perfect vision." Yes. And Thomas said October 16th. All right, we're caught up. Back to you, sir. Julie said, "Thank you for all the love and support." Hey, thank you for having such an entertaining tag team that you're helping out. So we thank you. All right, Ben, back to you, man. So, future Titans of wrestling. All right, without getting into a bad story or anything, what made you decide to start your own company?
Well, it was something I've been wanting to do since I started, reffing and stuff like that. And that's why I got with certain people to try to learn the backstage parts of wrestling, try to make some connections with people. And just the opportunity came up that I had a chance to do this. A big thanks has to be to Thomas Scott because of him, I have this opportunity. He was one of the men who gave me the idea to use Future Titans of Wrestling.
Okay, I got you. So that's how the name came about. Now, I'm going to do a plug because you told me, and I'm going to do a plug for somebody out there who really doesn't need a plug, but we're going to give it to him anyway. Who made the logo for Future Titans of Wrestling?
Who made that logo? That would be Zach Zulu.
All right, Zach Zulu, of course. Zach Zulu is great at doing stuff like that, guys. If you're a wrestler and you want a logo or a company you want a logo, Zach Zulu is the guy to go to. I kind of set you up for that one.
Now, if you're talking about who made my flyer, that would be Akbar Bashir.
Nice. I like the old feel. I've made wrestling posters like that myself, and I like that old look, the old-fashioned look. And that's excellent poster, man. I appreciate you going back old school.
Well, my whole point behind that was I hadn't seen many companies doing that. It's always having those guys on the flyers, and to me, it's like as a fan perspective, I'm like, well, dude, I've seen say Thomas Grimm multiple times, so why would I want to go see him again? Well, I kind of like the idea of the versus posters because it gives you as a fan an idea of, oh, wow, that's who he's taking on. And so it might be somebody he's never taken on before, and it makes you want to show up. That was one of the things like with Titans did Elijah Proctor, Rob Killjoy, and Blanca Loco. If you had just put those three on a poster, I may not even wanted to go, but because Thomas put them on there as a versus card, I'm like, oh, that's who they're working. So it made me want to go.
There you go. I like that. So give me the whole story of how you got into wrestling to begin with. Take me from you not being in the wrestling business at all to now owning your own company.
Well, let's see here. It all started with a guy named Patrick Greer that wrestles. He was wrestling at GPW. And I had been friends with him, and he kept on hitting me up and telling me to come out to GPW to watch a show with him. And so I ended up going out there to watch him do the show. Got to know Tim, helped out on the show, and then I told him I wanted to learn how to ref. He gave me my fundamentals. Thomas Scott helped me out with that. Odell Lowe did. I then proceeded to work for GPW Titan. Did some investment, business partnership with Titan. Then did a business partnership with James Roberts. And just the opportunity came up just recently for me to get to run my show because of Thomas Scott, and I took the opportunity.
Nice. Awesome, man. I see. I like to hear stories like that because you gave cahoots to everybody who helped you along the way. And I know for a fact, because I'm a friend of yours, that there are some bad feelings along the way in there, but you still gave the credit. And I appreciate you for doing that, man.
Well, it's those are personal issues, man. But if those certain people hadn't given me those opportunities, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. I wouldn't be reffing. I wouldn't have a chance to run my own promotion. So, there always are negativities and positives in this business, and I just take both of them and I run with them. And I've been fortunate that I've made some good friends in this business, and I'm fortunate that I'm getting this opportunity. So I'm extremely happy to have it.
Julie Hester said Ben is the best ref ever. Luke Fury said, yo. Ryan Belcher said, what's up, Scott Larson? What's going on, Mr. Ryan Lee? How are you doing? Julie said, glad Ben started his own promotion. I'm truly honored for the boys to be part of his start. Smiley Feelgood said, you're an idiot. Just kidding. If people didn't pick on you, Ben, it wouldn't show that they loved you. You know that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there he is. The man who interviewed you just, last week or a couple weeks ago?
Yes, sir.
Yes. How you doing, man? Smiley Feelgood says, Scott, you're echoing. If you would have been here at the beginning of the show on time, Smiley Feelgood, you would have heard the announcement that I know that, sir. Thank you. Just keep smiling, sir. Just keep smiling. So, Ben, what how do I answer? Gosh, my mind just went. So, not good for a podcaster, huh? When your mind.
No, it's all right.
So, you've got 4 titles I see on that card.
Yes, sir.
So there's going to be 4 championship matches. Is there going to be a couple other matches on the card? How many matches are going to be there that night?
We have 8 total.
8 total. Nice. Very nice.
What we're looking at is I've got Bobby Nose versus Mickey Fulp. Alexander Monroe versus the Caribbean Tiger.
Oh, Caribbean.
And also,
nice.
One of the things that I'm trying to do with my show is I took the wording from Ring Wars. You know how everybody says, well, there's this pre-show and all that kind of stuff. Well, they use the word appetizer. So I decided to use that on my show. And I've got 1 appetizer match on my show. And what those are going to be is I've got some people lined up that are still green, but need some ring time and, not on the main card yet and everything like that. And I've got,
in other words, and I know the appetizer thing sounds cool because it's new, but so you're going to have a dark match on the card.
Yes, sir. And it's all about having guys who are not ready to be on main shows anywhere, but they need some ring time and referees the opportunity. I've got a guy who's coming, who's only been doing it since June. And he's going to be working those dark matches. I've got a couple other people that are going to be working dark matches. And when their trainers say, hey, yes, they're ready to try on the main card, I'll give them that chance.
Now, my next question is, are you going to be recording this show, putting it up, or is it going to be just you have to be there to see it?
It's going to be recorded, but it won't be posted on Facebook. I will then have it edited, and I will put it on my YouTube channel.
I got you. That's smart. That's a smart way to do it. Make people come and buy tickets. I mean, I would do that. That's a good promoter right there.
Well, my thing is, why would I want to give it away for free when you can sit home and watch it for free? Now, if you want to watch the show, you're going to have to come and you're going to have to pay this money to see that show live.
Looking like a true promoter. I love it. No, that is true. And that's perfect. Michael King said, how lucid this weekend?
It was awesome. I got to see Luke Fury's up there, Wrestling Prodigies, Perfect Vision was up there. I had an absolute great time. Those people were phenomenal hosts, and they treated me really well.
We were talking about Stab the Ref and the fork. Well, here's Mr. Odell O saying, "What's up?"
That's my buddy right there. I like Odell.
Michael King said, "I have appetizer 2 for you."
All right.
There you go. And by the way, this is the Michael King who is in charge of King Enterprises, if you're wondering. So thank you, Michael King, for being a sponsor on the show. Just gonna say it personally to you right here on the air. So you mentioned all this great young talent that's coming to your show and that you've been watching here lately. What do you think about the talent that's moving around in our area? Do you think that it's getting better, worse, the same? What do you think about the wrestling shows that are going on in our area?
I think they're getting better. For one reason is because more shows are opening up now, and it's starting to thin out that talent more. Before it, because of COVID, there was very limited people running, so you had wrestlers all the time on the same buildings, running on the same shows, or you would see the same guy on the same show over and over again. Well, now that same guy can't take your bookings all the time because he's got other bookings. So it's kind of refreshing everything again for fans because they may not have seen this guy for a couple months because he's been away doing other shows, and you bring him back, and now the fans are cool and happy to see him. So I really think that it's getting better because things are starting to open up a little bit more.
Okay. Now, I got a question to ask you. We're going to go to break, and I got a surprise for you because I was doing something while you was answering questions. And it's going to be right after this commercial. You'll know what it is when it pops up. So we'll be right back, and then I'm going to ask Ben Wolfe an additional question to the one he just answered. We'll be right back after this.
L&L Fence Company, specializing in custom fencing from wood and aluminum to chain link. 9331 Albemarle Road in Charlotte, North Carolina. Give them a call today for your free estimate. 704-563-9544. L&L Fence Company, the king in custom fencing.
So, on September 19th in Charlotte, North Carolina, Future Titans of Wrestling is bringing J.C. Wolf. But I'm not coming alone. I'm bringing Zay Vega. We have a little creed that we like to follow. Get gold and take people out. So Perfect Vision, Austin Shadows, Elijah Proctor, the pack is coming. So you better watch out.
There you have it, J.C. Wolf. I was downloading that while we were talking, so I figured, what the heck? Why not use it? Right? We were talking about it. Why not use it?
Yeah.
Now, you was talking about how the shows are getting better. Now, could we say that the people that are out there training is getting better and causing that to happen?
I don't really know all about that part of it because, but I know there are some good trainers out there, and, I think that's helping a little bit, and that's going to make the products better.
Okay, I got you. I thank you for your honesty. Ryan Lee says Michael King Enterprises will take wrestling by surprise. We got this, sir. Okay, I got you. Luke Fury says, what do y'all think about myself versus Jackson Drake Saturday?
Well, I thought it was a good match, honestly, Scott. It was very entertaining and everything. I really thought it was a good match. I also thought that Malachi Jeffrey's match was really entertaining. And there were some other good guys working that show. They had Tyler X there that night, and Cole Carter, who worked at AEW. He also did a show for Excalibur one time. Very happy to see him again. He's a really phenomenal young up-and-coming kid.
I mean, exactly. Look, exactly what I'm saying, man. All these great talents are coming up. Now, the one thing that I can say is what I've been noticing is, and you can tell me I'm wrong because I haven't been to a show in a little while, but it just seems to me like the wrestlers are getting smaller and more athletic. Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah. It seems like a lot of the guys are getting a little bit smaller, medium-sized guys, and that's awesome because, when you see those big guys like the Odell Lowe's, the Hunter Wolfs of the world, the Stephen the Wall, and you see these tall guys finally come into a locker room and you get to see them on a show, it's more impressive, in my opinion, because you're looking at mid-sized guys, smaller guys in a lot of these shows, and when you see those big guys come in, it kind of adds a different level or feel to a show.
And who doesn't like when one of those small guys goes up against somebody like an Odell Lowe and actually gives him a fight for his money? Using speed and quickness and off the top rope moves and things like that. I love seeing matches like that. I don't want to see a squash match. I don't want to see a little guy get in the ring and with a big guy and all you take is one power move and it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, if you want to see a good match, then the House of Pain match is going to be a pretty good one. I know you probably are familiar with a guy named Dirty Joe.
Okay. Yes, I am.
He's taking on Hunter Wolf, who is almost 7 foot tall.
That's a big guy.
Yeah.
Is he? I just, when you say 7 foot now, I'm imagining a big rock. Is that what I'm?
Yeah, he's a pretty big guy. But he's a young guy. I met him when I went up there to Ohio to do a show at Rapids Wrestling. And when the opportunity came up, he was one of the first guys I called to see if he'd work my show.
Okay. So how much did you pick Brian's brain while you was up there at Rapids?
That man right there has a good brain for the business and a good sense of what he wants to do and what would help the business. And it all makes sense. He's actually running a show August 29th in Ohio. And myself, JC, and a couple other people are going to be up there wrestling on his first show.
Very good. See, I love that. So is Future Titans of Wrestling going to travel around like that? Or do you have a one spot? Or is it, right now you're just getting started and you're not really sure?
I'm not sure where it's going to head to, but I have goals. I'm going to be doing some stuff with Alternative Wrestling Showcase. I was, from what I've learned in this business, I want to try to cross promote some and try to help me and this other companies try to get noticed. And so I'm working with Alternative Wrestling Showcase out of Orangeburg, South Carolina. Their House of Pain title will be defended on my show. My Titan North American belt will be also defended on their show.
See, I like stuff like that because to me, you're putting two pools, two locker rooms together, and that's a huge plethora of talent. And if it's not too far apart, to travel, you will have fans going to both shows.
Yeah. Well, December 11th in Orangeburg, South Carolina will be a big event. We got some 3 promotions that are going to be cross-promoting and doing a show together down there in Orangeburg December 11th. So, and there'll be more information about that, but it will be a fun, interesting time.
3 promotions coming together?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's awesome, dude. You're going to have to come back on hashtag around that time and let me know all about that.
All right, I can do that for you.
Let's see, where did I miss off? Michael King has a good question for you. What's your favorite ring size?
I prefer those.
We're not talking about the ring that goes on your finger, sir.
I prefer the 18. I prefer like an 18 at best because I've worked in 16s and I've worked in a 14 by 14s. I'm not a small referee by any stature, so when you get me in a ring that's only 16 and the workspace is only a 14 feet, and you have these big guys in there ain't much room. So I prefer those 18-foot rings.
So how many times have you taken an accidental bump that you wasn't supposed to? Maybe an accidental, jab in the gut or a slap in the face because you were in the wrong place at the wrong time?
Oh, that's happened a couple times when I first started. I took a jab, an elbow to the top of my head because I realized that I was not to stand on the wrong side. So I'm standing over here when somebody's swinging back, and I took an elbow to the top of my head. Learned real quick where to stand.
So, as everybody gets yelled at for their count. Do you consider your count a perfect count, a slow count, a fast count? How do you consider your count, man?
I think it's good, but you can't. Anybody who says their account is perfect and everything like that, I don't think anybody's is. And it's always going to take time and it takes work. Every show you're getting better at what you're doing and the craft you're doing. A guy named Ref Warbeard. I was fortunate to do a seminar with him, and I learned so much from him. And every day that I ref, I make sure that I go through those steps that he told me to make sure that I can be good at what I'm doing.
See, I love that. I love that when referees work together. I mean, you said you paid for a seminar, but still, it's one referee teaching another, and that's what it's all about in our business. Julie Hester, talking about the 7-foot giant, said, "Good grief, he's tall." Thomas Scott ain't letting go of Taze the ref, buddy. I'm going to tell you that right now. And Jason Becker comes on and says, "Stab the ref."
Yeah.
Oh, wow. There you go. All right, so we're going to hit our last commercial break, and then we're going to come back with some more questions for Ben Wolfe. And I've got a few questions that might be a little surprise. We might even bring back our great name drop. I'm thinking about doing a name drop for Ben Wolfe. We might just do that. Give you 5 names from your history and see what you have to say about those names.
All right.
We can do that. All right. We will be right back after this short message from Retro Toys and Collectibles.
This is 4-Foot Batman. And 4-Foot Batman knows the home of great collectibles at awesome prices. Retro Toys and Collectibles, movie memorabilia, Magic the Gathering cards, wrestling figures, Hot Wheels, the always popular Funko Pops, and much, much more. He knows the Hall of Collectibles is located in downtown Cherryville, North Carolina at 400 East Main Street. Give them a call today, 980-989-5181. Retro Toys and Collectibles, the heavyweight champion in collecting.
All right, we are back. So Ben, we talked a little bit about your your reffing skills and things like that. Have you ever thought about getting into the ring and actually doing a wrestling match?
No, I don't see myself ever doing that. I did it once as a dark match at GPW because it was part of a storyline, but now I'm quite content just reffing and trying to promote and run a show.
Okay. Any thoughts of managing?
Managing. Let's just put it this way. I've got some stuff there going on down at Orangeburg for AWS. If you want to see what else I'm doing, then you got to tune into that stuff to see what I'm doing outside of reffing.
I got you. Oh, if you guys have any questions, I should have been doing this the whole show. I'm sorry. I apologize. If you guys have any questions for Ben Wolfe, please feel free to put them in the comments, and I will put them up on here. Thomas Scott says, "I want Ben Wolfe."
Nope.
He wants to wrestle Ben Wolfe.
That ain't happening.
Thomas, I think he can take you. I'm just saying.
Look, Scott, if you're going to get me in that kind of match, then it's going to be a handicap match. It'll be me and you versus Thomas Grimm.
He said I am his hero. Oh, okay. Now that you said that, I won't say that no more. You got me, sir. So, where do you see Ben Wolfe in 5 years, sir?
I'm hoping to still be running Future Titans Wrestling and making a positive impact in this wrestling industry and giving young guys an opportunity to work. That's, a place to be that they can work and get seen and be noticed and maybe work some better shows.
I got you. So tell everybody out there who wants to get a hold of a promoter to work for, how do they get a hold of Ben Wolfe?
On Facebook, Future Titans of Wrestling. If you want me to referee, it's Ben Wolfe II.
Okay. There you go. I thought there was more. I was waiting for more. It's all Facebook.
Yes, sir, it is. And if you also want to find out what's going on, what I'm doing down at AWS, you would look on Facebook under Wolf Productions without the E.
Wolf Productions. So is that the name of your of the underlying company under Future Titans of Wrestling?
No, that's actually the company that is for AWS.
Oh,
and what's going on down there.
I got you. Okay. Sounds good. So Ben Wolfe, do you have merch to put up?
No, man, I don't have any merch, but I know a bunch of people do, like King Enterprises, man. That guy right there is a guy that takes well care of his wrestlers, man. I'm serious.
Right. Without a doubt. What about JC? What about JC? Does he's got some merch, don't he?
Right there at King Enterprises.
So he is a part of King Enterprises.
Yes, sir. He's with Zay Vega. They're the pack. And if you want to, you can even get pack merchandise right there at King Enterprises.
Okay, I got you. That was a good plug. I appreciate that. So how hard is it to watch your son wrestle in the ring, man? Because you know this business. You know that if he does one wrong move, I mean, he can injure himself badly. I mean, I don't wish anything on anybody. You know that. But, you know, do you sit there like gritting your teeth until the match is over every time you wrestle?
Actually, I barely ever, by chance, if I'm not having to work his match, which has happened, I usually don't watch his matches.
Okay. Wow, Thomas Scott is trying to pick a fight here. He said, I'm your hero. In the hospital after I tase him, that's where you're gonna be. And he also said you're gonna kiss his butt because King Enterprises sucks. Wow. And that won't even come off my screen. What the heck? Okay, there it goes. Thomas Scott, you're just trying to get a match, sir. That's what it is. I know what it is.
No.
Yeah,
he already has a good match. I don't know what more he wants from me.
Right. That's what I'm saying, without a doubt. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna drop this. We haven't played this in a long time. We're gonna play. Let me get it up here first. I ain't got no music or a big fancy intro for this one because we haven't done it in a long time. But we're gonna do hashtag truth name drop. I'm gonna give you 5 names in your history. We've probably talked about every one of them during the show a little bit, but I'm going to give them to you straight, and you're just going to tell us straight what you think of them, whether you like them, you don't, tell a story, say you hate them. It's all up to you. We're going to start off with one that we haven't talked about today, but I know you know him very well, Chuck Winchester.
Oh, man, come on. There ain't nothing I can say bad about Chuck. Chuck's a great guy. I enjoy every time I see him at a show, to be honest with you.
All right, there you go. Name number 2 being dropped. You've heard him say, "Tase the ref" all day long. I've got to say his name, Thomas Scott.
I wouldn't really honestly be where I'm at right now without that man. So he can pretty much pick on me and harass me all he wants because honestly, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have what I have right now.
Okay, the next 2 are going to be young talent that you know very well. The first name I'm going to give you is Luke Fury.
Luke is a very young guy. You know, he's good in that ring, man, and he'll keep getting better. Honestly, I have him booked to do a show for me October 16th. So he's a really up and coming young guy.
There you go. And of course, I've asked you about 6 or 7 questions about this kid, but I want Daddy to say something about JC Wolf.
He is a good listener. That's been said about a lot of promoters. He's a good listener and does what he's asked to do. And that's all you can really ask from a worker is somebody who's willing to listen and do what they're told.
All right. And number 5 is a promoter. Not the promoter you think I'm going to throw at you, but another promoter, Riker.
Riker, I like him. Honestly, I think he has good concepts, and he tries his best to put on good shows. It's been hard for him, just not being able to get the opportunities he needs to find a building. And that's a lot of promoters' problems. They have a great show that they want to put on, but trying to find the space right now to do it, and they can afford to do it, is the hard part.
Now, I'm going to ask you a few questions about that, because you mentioned about, finding a place. A lot of people don't realize how hard it is to go from wrestling or ring announcing or reffing to owning a business. They look at somebody else do it, and you always got, you've always, oh, I could do this better, I could do that better. When you started doing the process of, Future Titans of Wrestling, did you have, when it started hitting you, did you think, oh my God, what did I really get myself into?
Yeah. I've felt that it's mostly booking the wrestlers, trying to make sure that you're getting the right talent mixed with the right people. I mean, finding a venue, I got lucky with that, but trying to find the right personalities and the right wrestlers to wrestle each other, that's the hardest part as a promoter, in my opinion.
Now, not to take away any secrets from you, but I have to ask, when you sit down to promote a show or put a show together, are you going to be giving more opportunity to the young guys, or is it going to be a good blend of young and vet? Is it going to be more vets and a few young guys doing pre-shows? How is your show going to look?
My show, the premise is right there in the first part of my company, the future. I've got some young veterans that are going to be on the show, like the Blacknesses, the Thomas Grimms, the Akbar Bashirs, the Odell Lows. But I want to try to get a bunch of young guys to come in there and work and give them that chance to showcase their talents and be seen by other people. And, because I know from being a ref and seeing how my son has been as a wrestler, how hard it was to find companies who are willing to book those young guys and to even give them a chance to work in those young refs, because you don't have that much experience. So that's what my company is all about, is giving people the opportunity to get better at their craft and to get them a chance to be seen.
Thomas says he is the Titan. I'm just saying. So you're going to be booking a lot more of the younger kids. Now, in saying that, you said that you do have those vets in there. Are they there? And I'm not saying that they're not there to entertain, because every one of them's going to be entertained. Everyone's going to be. But how is that going to set up? Are they there to help, like, further along the younger guys? Are they there to put the younger kids over, or is it just to have somebody there to help them get going in the ring?
It's a mixture of all that, Scott. I want those veterans to, those younger guys to be able to go after their match and say, hey, how was it? What do I need to work on? If it's the right time for a veteran to wrestle a younger guy and to help him out, and help him get better in the ring, that's what it'll have to be. But it's a mixture of all what you said.
Now, at your show, are you going to have any instructionals before your show where the kids can come in and one of the veterans maybe, pay $20, $30, $40 and they explain things about the business, help them out, teach them new moves, so on and so forth?
You mean seminars?
Yeah, that word. Yeah, that's it.
That is my intention. Hopefully, when I start doing some shows November 6th.
Okay. That sounds good. Now, do you have training like off days, like every Wednesday kids can come in and train, or is that just going to be for match day?
That's probably just going to be on the match days.
Okay.
But I really do want to get to that point where I can have people come in and learn and train, because everybody needs that, including veterans. They always can learn something new.
So is that going to be your goal, to actually find a permanent building or someplace where, Future Titans of Wrestling can stake themselves down and everybody knows where to go?
Yeah, that's my goal. My goal is to eventually stake roots and, keep my company in one place and make my company something that everybody will remember in a positive manner.
Thomas Scott said yes to that, and he said, I will help.
Yeah, that's the man right there who has always helped me. And so is Odell Lowe. He's helped me out tremendously. Akbar Bashir has been helping me. So I've got some good people who are willing to help me.
So you are the owner, but are you given any power to other people? Is there going to be a general manager? Is there going to be a booker underneath you? Or are you going to be doing all? Are you going to be wearing all the hats, or are you going to be passing off some of the?
I've got some people that are helping me book the show, and give me advice on who I should book, who I should talk to. And
how much you should pay them. Let's be honest. How much you should pay them?
Yeah, and everything like that, and talking to some of the guys that they know better than I do to help me get them on the show. So, like I said, I'm fortunate that I have a select few people that I can turn to and are willing to help me.
Well, that is awesome, sir. Well, Ben, I appreciate you being on here again. Tell people where they can find you if they want to be on Future Titans of Wrestling. On, I believe you said Facebook, but go ahead and give them the.
It's Future Titans of Wrestling on Facebook, and if you want me to ref your show, it's Ben Wolfe II. And if you want to know what's interesting to other things that I'm doing outside of reffing and everything else, and other deals that I've got going on, you want to look at Wolf Productions.
There you go. Without a doubt. I love it. So, Ben, I appreciate you coming on Hashtag Truth and letting us know all about Future Titans of Wrestling. I thank you for becoming a sponsor of Hashtag Truth. And I will be sure to get your videos up when you send them to me, and we will get the posters up. And I wish you much success in the future.
Well, I appreciate it, Scott. I appreciate you having me on, and I hope that you'll eventually be able to come watch one of my shows.
I'm definitely. I'll be up to Mooney's Lounge again. I've been up there once, and I really liked being there. It was a fun night, so I will definitely be back up there. Mooney runs a good ship up there, and it's a nice place to watch the wrestling show. So I will tell everybody, as a fan and as somebody who has been there, if anybody, especially Future Titans of Wrestling, runs a show up there at Mooney's Lounge, it is a great venue to come to. It's behind the building. It is outside, but you guys are all sitting together. The fans will group together. You get to chant, cheer, and you're right on top of the wrestling ring, so you get to see all the action. Even if you're in the totally back row, you're only like 20 feet from the ring, so you get to see everything up close. So it's a great venue to be at.
Yeah, it is.
There you go. Thomas Scott says Mooney's Grown Folks is one of the best dudes out there. I 100% agree with you, sir. Without a doubt. So I'm going to go ahead and end it this way, Ben. From outside the wrestling ring to being a ref to helping out other shows to owning his own, Ben Wolfe is moving up in the wrestling world. And that is the Hashtag Truth. We'll see you guys Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Have a good night.